Hi everyone, welcome to the Scrapbooking Photographer. Linda's my name, and today I'm taking part in a YouTube hop by paper crafting YouTubers. Our challenge this month is to incorporate rainbows and butterflies. I'll include a link in the description so you can find the paper crafting YouTubers if you're interested in following along or taking part in the future. And there'll be quite a few of us doing this hop, so please take the time to check out all the other creatives and what they've come up with for butterflies and rainbows, and there'll be loads of different ideas that we can all borrow and incorporate in our future layouts. Today, the photo I'm going to work with is of my beautiful boy Jasper, who we had to put to sleep at the end of 2019. So it takes me a while to be able to scrapbook these sad events, but they're very important that they go in the album because life isn't all about roses and happy thoughts. So this photo was taken possibly the year before he passed away. I took it as a promotional one for my business, which was Heartstrings Photography, and it's the only one I've got which is printed so I can use it, but also shows his beautiful expression. So I'm going to use it but cover up these bits that I don't want in the photo. The bokeh in the background just kind of goes with rainbows with all of those colours. So for a background, because he's a boy, he was the most gentlest of boys. I found this paper in my stash from a pack that came from Close to My Heart a few years ago now called You Are Enough. And the blues in it and the little dots and things just saved me doing any mixed media, which was great. And this photo just sits nicely with the boyness and the blueness. So for a rainbow, I decided to use the Cricut machine, and I went to the Close to My Heart catalogue with the digital art collection for Storybook, and there is a rainbow here, which I used on a few cards and things, but being an SVG file, I was able to increase the size of it and make it nice and big. I didn't need the cloud. I'll do something different, probably butterflies, I guess, instead of the clouds, but I have printed this rainbow out on the Cricut, so I'll just bring that one in. I went quite big with the rainbow, and I'm going to put it on an angle. So we've got all Close to My Heart products today. This is Candy Apple. This is one of the holographic papers, which I just love. And bringing it into the rainbow just gives it a little bit of a pep up, and also coordinates nicely with a golden retriever. So we're starting to take shape there. Now to mount Jasper, I'm going to use a paper that came in this pack, which has gold bits on the other side, but I'm just going to use the plain blue. It's sort of a Wedgwoody blue, and he will go on there and just sit nicely, and I'll line it all up. I do like things straight and even, so I'll put him in the corner and make sure that this rainbow scoots along to be even in the middle of the top of that photo, sort of like that. Okay, so the other things I'm going to incorporate is some butterflies, obviously, and for that I have gone to Close to My Heart die cuts, which also actually came as part of this You Are Enough set a few years ago. So we've got a big butterfly that size and then a smaller one, and they have layers on them. So that's probably the main little piece of work, and I'll put 3 of those in there. I did look at stickers and things, but they weren't the right colours, so I'm going to incorporate those. And I also found in my stash some holographic butterfly sequins, so they will come in handy as well. So the first thing we're going to do is cut out these butterflies, and I'm going to incorporate some darker blue, which will coordinate with the background, and it will also be used as strips to put across the Merry Christmas and the Heartstrings photography. So the background of this butterfly is quite big, and then it has two different layers that go on top, which I will coordinate probably with different blues and maybe some holographic. It's a matter of trial and error. But the first thing I'll start with is the background on a piece of the dark blue sapphire, which I've cut down, and I'll just pop that through the Cuttlebug. Just to get an idea of where he's going to fit, I thought the big one could just fit there instead of the clouds at the bottom of the rainbow. So then I'm going to incorporate some different colours for the next two layers. The next layer is a little bit more detail, and I think it might look quite good on the holographic. So we'll try that. The intricacy on this third layer of the butterfly sometimes doesn't come out too well. So what I found is a double layer of cardstock tends to help me. So I have my top layer from the butterfly all cut out. Sometimes little bits stick, so I did actually put it through on a double layer with an extra strip down the middle. And as you can see, I was a little bit heavy-handed taking him apart because he's lost an antenna, but I still have it, so I will just fix that up when I put them together. These things happen, but sometimes these intricate dies do take a little bit of massaging to get through properly, unfortunately. This piercing tool is very good for these little dots. So when we attach his antenna, he will look quite cool on top of the holographic. Okay, so using some leftover dark blue, I'm going to do the background, two backgrounds of the smaller butterfly. So I'll do another one of these. Now, because it's so intricate, I'm actually doing 4 layers of cardstock. So I fixed the butterfly and just put his little antenna back in. If you look closely, you'll see it, but it'll be fine. And then these ones, I'll just put a little bit of glue straight down the middle, and then I can attach the top lacy piece so that the wings are still free on the side. Okay, so we'll put the lid on the glue and we'll stick down. Just move this out of the way, bring in the card I'm using. I'll use the dark side of this, and I've decided I'm going to put our beloved Jasper and the date. So I'll just go ahead and stick . Covers that quite nicely. Now I've got these on, I think I need a couple more butterflies. So I've made 2 more of these little blue ones, which will give us 5, and I just want to include them on top of the rainbow. Excuse the noise in the background, that's one of my dogs. Okay, so I've got some other different size butterflies here. This one here I think will go quite nicely. So I'm going to just stamp that in different parts around, and I'm going to bring a little bit more of the sage colour in. I'll just turn this over so that I can use the back of it. Actually, I don't have my sage ink here, so it's not going to entirely match, but I have got Seabrook, which will work just as well. And I think all the butterflies flying in this direction is what I'm looking for, so I'm just going to randomly put an odd number in. 3, and I might do 1 as a secondary stamp. So doing 1 stamp there, and then another one there. Do that again down here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And I've also got this lovely stamp set about Rainbow Bridge, which of course is what I'm trying to portray here. So this one, Until We Meet Again at the Rainbow Bridge, is perfect for just down here. So I'll stamp that in a matching dark blue, which would be sapphire. Turn this over. Some of these fiddly stamps, to get them to stick nice and straight, it's easier to line them up on your mat in the way that you want them, and then pick them up, which is what I'm going to do here. I want it just to say Until We Meet Again at the Rainbow Bridge, and just coming down, picking it up, it'll be straight, and then whoops, making sure I haven't got anything around the outside, seeing how we're going straight on the paper. Just cleaning the stamp off with my chamois. Close the ink pad. Righty ho. Now I put that butterfly in the wrong place because I'm going to put just a little tiny journaling box there. So I'll put 1 more of the sage butterflies. I'm going to bring in just a little journaling box here with a dark blue frame. I don't want it very big, so matter of just make it a little bit shorter than that. There we go, and I'll tuck that underneath here when I've got the white on it. That's what I want. So I'll just stick that on here. And then pop it underneath Jasper's photo. So my final touch is a little bit of bling that I found in my stash. of holographic butterflies, and I think we'll go with these ones look a little bit more gold, so that will go well. I'll just put a few in different places. Give you a close-up view, but I'll also take some photos and put them up afterwards so that you can get a close-up look at some of those butterflies. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to check out the other participants in this hop. Their channels and videos will be listed in the description, and please leave a comment, and a subscription to my channel would be much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye.